DX the most fun that you had?
Yeah, I mean it's hard not to enjoy yourself, you know, getting paid to act like an idiot. You know, we had a great time doing it. Yes, it was silly, it was dumb, it was all that stuff. It's how most of us act, you know, with each other backstage, things of that nature, and it's hard not to enjoy that. Obviously, you know, when we first started it. You know, it was cutting edge, it was different. We had a ton of fun doing it then. And as you get older, you know what, you're not the same. You've got to change it, you got to make it a little dorkier, blah, blah, blah. But you still get to act like an idiot. And it's, you know, and if you don't mind poking fun at yourself, being stupid, all that kind of stuff, which, you know, I don't. I mean, you know, I revel in that stuff. So I mean, it was a wonderful thing to do, and again, it's very hard to you know, to call that a job when you're getting paid to go out there and just act like a moron.
Did you? I mean, obviously, it was two different stages of DX. There was the first incarnation with you and Hunter, and then later on you reformed. It was a different sort of act when you reformed, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, you had to. I mean, again, it was one of those things that, you know, one, you can't act like a 30 anymore. Because you're not. Well, and you can't come back, you know, certainly both of us, you can't sort of, you know, come back, everybody knowing, you know, you married the boss's daughter, everybody knowing you're married, your life has changed, and then all of a sudden try to, like, okay, but let's pretend like that hasn't happened, and we'll go back and do, you know, you can't really do that. So we just felt like, and certainly what came more natural to me was, you know, to act sort of basically what I am, which is, you know, sort of an out of touch, you know, hick. But because that's really, you know, that is, you know, I'm not up to date on the, you know, I just got finished watching, you know, the Breaking Bad stuff, and yeah, well, you know, yeah, exactly. And so, but I, you know, I don't, you know, I've still never seen American Idol. I don't watch Survivor. I mean, you know, I don't listen to rock and roll. You know, Jericho and Hunter have, you know, a joyful time making fun of me because I don't know the latest. You know, I don't know what's hip now. I don't know any of that kind of stuff. And so, anyway, that felt, you know, the easiest way for me to play it because, as I've said many times, I don't fancy myself some great actor. I'm better off just, you know, being in touch with the things I'm aware of, which is I get that I'm a dork, I get that I'm not hip and nifty, and you know, I mean, it's like whatever, like, you know, whatever, you know, look, you know, the hair's getting thin, let's go there, let's do this, let's do that, you know what I mean, let's go to all those areas that, I mean, I think are amusing, and you know, why not, you know, so I mean, and that just felt easier. No, it wasn't the same, but again, to the casual fan, those things are still funny. Again, you're always going to have those people that, you know, the wrestling business isn't going to be enjoyable unless you book the territory the way that guy wants it. The only thing is, there's too many of those guys to book the territory. You know, I mean, there's too many different ways to do that. So you sort of got to go with what you feel the overall, you know, casual fan wants. And the irony is, I guess what's so funny, creatively and innovation-wise, the second DX wasn't nearly as nifty and as cool as the early one, but the later DX sold a ton more merchandise than the first one, which is so, well, you know what I mean? I mean, and yes, obviously, and that's one of the reasons why we showed it so hard, because it was just sort of like, I'll be darned, you know, because it was so innovative and new, but yet, the later version, the dorkier version, the less cool version, sold a ton more stuff. And again, so it's like, well, okay, let's just go overboard with that and, you know, beat that like a dead horse.
And you did. I'm gonna